The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Darnold. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Powers through. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Louisiana Tech's offense will take the field for the 1st time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a Big Ten.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown will throw it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Blue Hens are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Buys a little time with his feet. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. That's caught. It's Booth. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. 42 Spider. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Boone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Touch pass on the run. Runs through a tackle. He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
He'll bring it out. It's Darnold. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Brown wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He rifles one deep to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Booth. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
From the red zone, looking for a man. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time on target. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Shotgun snap on third down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston.
And the Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a tight end. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got it in the middle. It's Simon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got
wide open spaces. Strong, firm tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone reader. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic up. Ball is free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. And offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's moved. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unloads to the right, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Off play action on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the Heat. They're setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the touchdown Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And the Blue Hens can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll send the back in motion. Brown will throw it. On target.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of...
There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make